Most plumbing and home service companies don't have a traffic problem, they've got a conversion problem. What I mean by that is it doesn't matter if you're getting 500, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 or more people to your website every single month if nobody's converting. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you 6 simple fixes that's going to turn your website into a customer generating machine. Your phone number needs to be in the top right of the website. That's where it's going to get the most views at, and it's going to also get the most traffic because people read from left to right. They're going to see your logo, the navigation, and then they're going to hit that phone number before they take a diagonal view across your website and start reading left to right yet again. So that phone number in the top right corner is the most important section of real estate to make sure people know how to contact you. You need to make it easy for people to do business with you. Then on top of that, people are visiting your website from a mobile device. More than likely, 80% of your traffic is coming from a mobile device. That means it also has to be mobile friendly. So when you change screen sizes, you want that phone number to reposition to somewhere obvious, and a little tip, make it clickable so people can click on it and call right from their device. You would be amazed how many websites we work on that doesn't even have a phone number on anywhere other than the contact page. Tip number 2, use photos of you and your team. Now this is especially important today when we are overrun with stock photography, AI generated images, and a lot of other things that have nothing to do with your company other than it might be in the same industry. So, first thing to do, go ahead, get some photos of your team. They don't have to be professional. If they are, that's even better, but just get your team on your website. This is crucial because people want to know who they're doing business with. So, that big image that most people see right when they get to your website, put a picture of your truck with your team in front of it. The about page, show your history, show where it started. Who was the founder? Who is running it now? Who's the team? Who's coming out to their house to make these service calls? So this is what you want to do. Get pictures of your team working on water heaters, on decks, whatever your industry is in. Make sure your team is working on that type of appliance or that type of service, and start putting these throughout different areas of your website so they get a feeling for the vibe your company puts out and what to expect when your team shows up at their house. Tip number 3 is add a call to action after every important block. Now, what I mean by this is when you're talking about book now, schedule a call, get in contact, any of those calls to actions known as a CTA in marketing jargon is going to be after anything important that says, I want you as the user to take action. I want you to call me. I want you to book a call with us. I want you to schedule on our calendar. Add a CTA after anything that is important and you need the user to take action right then. These CTAs can make a huge difference in the amount of calls and form fills and chats that are initiated with your company. Tip number 4, add two-way texting to your website. And on top of that, add it to your Google business profile. Add it to wherever it makes sense to allow the user to contact you and allow you to contact them back through chat. Now, I know what you're thinking. I'm a business owner. I don't have time for that. Well, I've got news for you. It doesn't have to be you. And on top of that, I don't want it to be you. Add your secretary as the person who's going to be doing the texting. If you have to, hire a VA and have them handle the texting for you. And in many cases, we've had the business owners' kids, their teenagers, start the texting too. Those kids are always on their phones. It's a good opportunity to let them learn business while starting a conversation. Now, I know what you're thinking. Well, I don't know if I trust them to handle these text messages for us. Well, this is what I want you to do. Have a few canned responses that initiate that initial chat. Have a little script ready that they can follow it. And when that lead warms up and is ready to schedule or has some really intense questions, only then do they hand it over to you. That way, you're only dealing with those hot leads and letting your team deal with the cold leads and warming them up so they're ready for you. So this is a low pressure way to get those leads starting a conversation with your company. Number 5, your website has to be mobile first. Now, what I mean by that is I had already mentioned earlier that 80% of your traffic is likely coming from a mobile device. What that means is a lot of these websites we take over are designed only for desktop. That means if we scale it down to a mobile device or a tablet or a cell phone or something along the lines of that, the website breaks. And it might not break in functionality to the point where it turns off, but that means it's not a good user experience. Images are overlapping each other. Text is getting squashed. Text is getting sized down so small that you can't even read it. You need to make your website mobile friendly. On top of that, Google is looking for mobile friendly websites. In fact, they have what they call the mobile first index. That means they're indexing the mobile version of your website first. The nice thing about this is most websites can easily be converted to a mobile friendly device. Now, if you're on WordPress or something like that, a lot of these are becoming fluid layouts and they will adjust depending on the screen size. You just have to make sure that it works right. Now again, I don't want you doing this. You're busy enough, you're growing your business, hire a developer, hire somebody who knows what they're doing, put them on it while you're growing your business. Tip number 5, make sure your website loads fast. Now this is becoming increasingly important because people's attention spans are just kicking through content like crazy. You want to make sure that your website loads screaming fast. What that means is you need a host that is going to be able to serve that website to the people. Your website lives in the ether of the internet, and when a user accesses it, all those files have to be sent to them on their device. So that means from here to here, that needs to be a super fast connection. In fact, it has been documented that your website needs to load in about 3 seconds, otherwise the users bounce. Now, this sounds complicated, but again, this is something that a developer could handle without an issue. Hand it over to them, let them make the adjustments for you. You shouldn't be dealing with all this CSS and HTML, PHP. Let the developer handle that. That's what they're really good at, and they can do these really fast. Now, one of my favorites is GTmetrix. I go there, I put in a website, it'll give me a grade on how good the site is performing from A to F, and then it'll give me speed tests saying how fast the website loaded. If we're under 3 seconds, we're golden. So, the developer's job is to make sure it loads fast, the images are optimized, everything's compressed and ready to be served at lightning fast speeds. So to recap, if you're missing any of these, you're leaving money on the table. That's the reality of it is. It doesn't matter how much traffic is coming to your website. If your website isn't designed for conversions, your website will fail. The nice thing about this though is most of these tips are really easy to fix. In fact, this checklist is the exact checklist that we implement on our websites. Every single website we do has this checklist implemented on it. Now, for more tips, go ahead and download the Ultimate Checklist and start implementing it all. Give yourself a real score, know where your website is lacking and where it needs to be improved. Start making those changes and watch the conversions start to happen. I know it can be hard to find a team. I know it can be hard to find people you trust to actually do this for you. So that's why we've made ourselves available. If you want a website audit or you want us to implement these checklists for you and start an actual marketing campaign for you, reach out to me. We'll get you on a lead flow accelerator session. And what you can do on that is get to know me, get to know my team, and what we will do is analyze everything about your website and where you can improve it to start getting these conversions, to start making your website work for you instead of you having to go out and find every single lead. Let your website do the work for you. So if all this sounds good, go ahead, find anybody, find a developer, find a designer, find a teenager for all that matters. This is not legal advice. This is not financial advice. Go talk to your accountant and your lawyer about that, hiring a teenager, but I know a lot of people have done it. So go ahead and talk to them, figure out who to put into place to get this done right and get it done fast, and watch those conversions start to happen. I'm Adam McConey with the Rebel 8 Marketing. Thanks, and we'll talk to you soon.